When we think of 1960s student protest culture, we tend to assume that students were uniformly against the war in Vietnam. But for much of the 1960s, that wasn't always the case. In the early to mid-1960s, most students at UW-Madison either didn't care much about the war in Vietnam or favored total military victory. All that would change by the decade's end, when thousands of students were regularly protesting against American involvement in Vietnam. So what happened? A big factor was the now infamous Dow chemical protest in October 1967. Student protesters were attempting to discourage and then physically block people from interviewing with Dow Chemical Company, who'd come to UW to recruit for jobs. Dow Chemical was manufacturing napalm, a kind of flammable gel that was being used by American forces in Vietnam. The student protesters were ultimately met with police violence, as the police used batons and tear gas in their efforts to disperse the students. This marked the first time a Vietnam-related protest was met with such violence on a university campus. Images and accounts of bloodied students and state-sanctioned violence shook many people into taking a side. This, along with the nightly news reports of the devastation in Vietnam, would ultimately contribute to growing anti-war sentiments by many young people at UW and across the nation.